All right, we continue on now. We welcome on the FDU Knights women's basketball program. From left to right here, we have senior guard Abaigeal Babore, head coach Stephanie Gaitley, and senior guard Abby Conklin. Stephanie, we'll start with you. Just give us a little bit of thoughts on the team coming into the year and your thoughts on the preseason poll that was released earlier today.
Well, I'm excited to be back. You know, I loved being part of the NEC when I was here. I think we have an opportunity to seize the moment, you know, this year, and I think that's important for us. And we're in a situation where we have two great leaders in Abaigeal and Abby. They have been terrific since day one. And we had a short window to put a team together, and I think we did a great job. Not just very good basketball players, but a great chemistry. And so I'm excited. I mean, we open up at Iowa, and, being picked fourth. I guess my comment on that is, I challenge the kids all the time about not settling for being mediocre or average, and when you're in the middle, you're the best of the worst and the worst of the best. So I don't think any of us want to stand for being average. So hopefully, at the end of the year, we'll have something to say about it.
All right, thank you, Coach. We'll open up to questions.
Hey, Coach. What drew you to FDU? I know you were at Monmouth right when I left Monmouth in 2008. What drew you back to FDU and NEC in general?
It's a great question. When I left Fordham, it was a really tough year for me. I had lost my mom, and then the same 2 weeks later, my assistant coach passed to cancer, and then my sister was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and it was just a really tough time. And I took a year off and coached my high school team with my sister and my nephew, and went around and visited a lot of schools. And at the end of the day, when I had to decide, do I want to go back to college? I could have just retired. I lived in Ocean City, and I thought, there was still something missing in me. As much as I enjoyed that experience, it was incredible, there was still something missing. And I had developed a good relationship with Brad. I had known Kathy in their administration for a long time. I had great respect for them. My little sister played there, and I thought it was the perfect spot. I could stay in New Jersey. My coach, one of my coaches, Angelica Shamila, was the head coach there, and not only was she my assistant for 16 years, but she's one of my closest friends, and she did a great job, putting it together. And so we kind of I've never won a championship in the NEC, and it's the only conference I haven't done that. So, that's one of my goals.
And for Abaigeal and Abby, the expectations for you guys are high. You're picked to finish fourth, but you guys came so close. You're back-to-back conference champs. What's the expectations feel like for you guys? Is it a lot because you guys were so close last year and you almost over that hump? How do you guys feel going into the season?
I feel like with such a new team this year, expectations can be daunting. We had so much success last year that we obviously hope to continue. But I feel this year, everyone's stepping into a new role. Abby and I are in a new position this year, being leaders. Personally, I went from not seeing the court much to now being a captain on this team, which everyone's embracing their role and embracing their opportunity on this team. So the expectations we have are put on by ourselves. We're not going to let any outside noise really affect us. We know what we are as a team, who we are as people, and we're just very excited to show this new type of basketball and this young type of basketball in the conference.
Yeah, all I would add is that we're really excited. There's new people, new faces, new personalities, and we've meshed so well since meeting in July, basically, to now it's night and day. We're sisters. We look after each other on the court, off the court, and I think it will show throughout the year.
Any other questions from the gallery? Yep.
Hey, Coach, given what the men did last March and putting the name out there, how much does that help the recruiting?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, because I think all of a sudden people, they know who you are, right? All of a sudden they know who you are. I mean, I obviously knew FDU because my sister played there, but now I think the nation knew who FDU was. And that, along with, Ange, the schedule she left with us opening up at Iowa. I mean, I think people right away looked at that schedule, Iowa, Vanderbilt, Seton Hall, Georgetown. Like, we weren't afraid to play people, which I respect because I think it gets us ready for an aggressive, NEC schedule.
All right, if that's all, thank you guys very much. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.